a bizbait swim jig, and we will have a killer crawl in the Alabama crawl color as a trailer. You can see with the green and the orange. This is probably the Alabama crawl color jig. I actually threw the packaging away, but based on the trailer color, it's probably the same color name. But as you see, it pairs perfectly together color-wise with the green and the orange. We are going to be drop shotting the SMH worm from Z-Man again. That's what we caught our fish on the last time we were out. We're also going to be Texas rigging the Strike King Rage Claws in the black and blue flake, green pumpkin, and purple gold. We'll be wacky rigging the Z-Man Zinkers in green pumpkin. We're going to be Texas rigging the Mag Fatties in Z-Man black and blue laminate. We're still going to be using some search baits today, but I think I'll be more of the slow presentation finesse fishing. But we'll still be fishing the Strike King 2.5 in the natural shad color. We're going to have the Pulse spinner bait on from Tree South Spinner Baits, which is part of Biz Baits. We're also going to have the original Z-Man chatterbait on with the green pumpkin original chatterbait and the red bone minnows as the trailer for that. So that's the baits we're going to be using today, and it's going to be a slower presentation. So I'll probably be using more of the soft plastics today more than these baits because they didn't produce. But if I do hit a fish on any of these, I'm going to come back and follow up with this right behind them. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is 6:49, so we are back at Goose Creek right now, and I'm gonna fish this lake totally different than I've ever fished it before. And also I have 2 spinning rods on my boat today, which is abnormal for me. So we're gonna fish slow and finesse. So let's see what we can get today, guys. It's day 2 of the April monthly challenge for KBF, and wish me luck. Actually starting right here by the dock with the wacky rig, and I actually see movement right in front of me, but he gave himself away. This is gonna be the toughest thing for me today, is fishing slow, but it's the only way I think I can catch him over here right now. Well, I did check the leaderboard this morning. Probably shouldn't have, but somebody got a one-day total yesterday for April 2nd of 102 3/4 inches. So right now they're in the lead at 102 3/4, and we have 12 3/4 inches. So we have a long ways to go. We're gonna plow through these pads and try to get back over by this dock here. Yeah, this is where I caught my only fish yesterday. It was in this area, so I figured I'd start here, and we're gonna, do, like I said, I'm gonna fish this lake totally different. Then we'll probably work up and then come back down in the afternoon. So I'm just trying to land on the nose of a fish here underneath the dock. So we're casting by the pilings. We'll fish this for maybe 30 minutes or so in this area, and then we'll move on. I think he's moving it. Maybe something small. Surprising, most boaters go left, but a lot of boaters are going right today. So I don't know if they were out yesterday too, and they didn't have good luck, and they're trying a different part of the lake. But most boaters here go left and go up to the top part of the lake, but quite a few are popping to the right now, so we'll let them do their thing, and then, like I said, we'll go hit our favorite spot and then come back. As always, another beautiful sunrise. All right, we're gonna fill up on our favorite beverage, and we're going to take the run up to our favorite spot and try up there. I might hit around a few of these pads with the jig. So I'm just throwing into the middle of the pads, letting it sink, and I'm riding over the, you know, popping up, riding over the pads in front of it, and letting it sink in between the other pads. I did cut the weed guard down just a little bit because it was too, I got pad stuck on there now. It was too big in my opinion. So I did cut it back. I did not bring my top water gear with me today, but I did have a fish just pop up to the surface here. So they're in here. So I guess I gotta start carrying my top water frogs with me. The nerve of these boaters disturbing my wake here. Don't they just understand that it moves the kayak? Alright, we gave this spot enough time. I even tried to run the crankbait through here too, so ain't much going on over here right now, so we're gonna move to back to our favorite spot and probably hit that with a crankbait first, and then finesse fish on the way out of the channel. And if nothing produces there, then we'll move on again. To be honest with you, I think the fish are just getting smarter here. And a little bit harder to catch because, I mean, it's only 600 acres, and the amount of boats I've seen here in 2 days, I'm fishing this 2 days straight, is astounding actually, the amount of people coming in and out of here. So not everybody's bass fishing, but there's just a lot of pressure on this little body of water. I also want to take the time out to talk about, I'm also fishing in the Catch 22 challenge, if you guys are unaware of it. But if you just head over to KBF or actually Fishing Chaos and just search Catch 22, it'll come up and give you all the details about it. But it's, you know, Chad's putting a, you know, we do a challenge. You catch 22 bass either in each individual state or just your own state or multiple states. You can enter multiple times. But that money goes to help our veterans, you know, the ladies and gentlemen that come back and have, you know, PTSD and you know, help them adapt to it, because there's a lot of soldiers that come back who can't live after they've been over there and feel like they can't live and end up committing suicide. So it's just another great cause that Chad's working with for the veterans. But just go check that out real quick. So, you know, we're also fishing that. So every time we catch a fish, it goes towards that Catch 22 challenge for South Carolina for us. Probably if I don't catch anything by 1 o'clock today, I'm probably going to call it quits. It's Sunday, so I go home, spend some time with the family. We'll see what we do next weekend. Probably won't come back here. Alright, I think it's time for the sweatshirt to come off. Another thing too, I don't know if you guys know, but over at overslotoutdoors.com, I do have a captain's corner where you can buy shirts. Have a couple different models. I got men's, women's, and youth. I have my competition shirt, which I have on now, and it has my sponsors on the back for this year. And I also have a largemouth bass one and a couple other ones. So go check it out and help support a small business. They're a great company, and you can also get some custom shirts made for yourself from them. So go check them out today. Just had a quick strike. It was a nice bump too, but didn't take it. All right, fish on. It doesn't feel too big, but it's something. Ah, I just lost him. Yeah, he was probably a good 17-incher. Needed that for the board. Man, and I was fishing this thing super slow. I knew they were here. I just can't believe how slow the presentation has to be to get them. This is almost like live bait fishing. Don't know if do I throw a crankbait in front of them or not. So I'm going to circle around here and throw the crankbait a few times. Just to give them something else to look at. But I have a feeling that as slow as I was fishing at, that I don't think they're going to go after this. You don't know until you try. Right there is the sound and look of freedom, guys. How you doing? All right. Man, I lost one back there. They're just being really finicky.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fishing so slow, I feel like I'm live bait fishing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go try it back down there. And I mean, I was here yesterday and caught one on a drop shot. It was only like 12 and 3/4 inches. So
Yeah.
it's been tough. Don't know if you can see him, but there's a gator just sitting there resting. I'd probably say overall his head's probably about 18 inches, so he's probably a good 5-6 footer. And he's starting to creep down a little bit. So I'm just gonna work a jig along the edges and kind of circle around this cove and see if we get any bites. And if not, I think we'll be calling it quits. Go home and spend some time with the family. And all right, to recap, I had lost that one fish earlier on today. That's about all I've had for bites, and it's been a pretty disappointing day. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna spend some time with family the rest of the day. We're gonna regroup and figure out what we're gonna do next weekend, and hopefully we can start catching again. It's been pretty scarce. I mean, you know, the last time I was out, I only caught one fish. So let's see if we can change this around. So once again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys like the content, subscribe, hit that like button, and until next time, I'll catch you guys on the water. Thanks for watching.